Hello, cyberspace. It's me, Angie, and I welcome both you and your ears to an episode of Life, Love, Music, and Space Travel. In case you're wondering who Angie is, I'm Angie, and I'm super stoked to spend some time sharing with y'all some of my experiences and thoughts on living, loving, music, and space travel, or spiritual experiences as I often refer to as space travel. A rather broad spectrum, right? Well, my hope is to always share something that resonates with, intrigues, excites, or perhaps inspires you. On that note, I invite you to sit back, buckle up, and take a little trip out into the cosmos with me. Hello, cyberspace. It's me, Angie, coming to you with episode number 65 of my podcast, Life, Love, Music, and Space Travel. This is my first episode of 2025. Here we are in the new year. I'm calling this episode New Beginnings. I feel like it is appropriate in so many ways. New Beginnings has been on my mind for quite a while now, definitely before 2024 came to an end. I've been thinking about new beginnings. As many of you who have been listening to me for a little while now may already know, I have been in North Carolina for about 3 years. I moved here 3 years ago after the end of my marriage. A lot of stuff changed. And so I've been in that kind of a new beginning for a while, but it seems to feel on a deeper level, I am really grasping the concept of new beginnings and how many different forms it comes in. End of divorce, new beginning. End of job, new beginning. Moving from one state to another, new beginning. House sale and living in a different environment, new beginning. Waking up each day, new beginning. New year, new beginning. I think you get the picture. It's really been settling in on the subtle side of new beginnings. I'm really noticing my personal growth. I talk a lot about personal growth on the podcast. I am super hip to personal growth. Hasn't always been that way, but for a while now, I've been on this journey of recovery and self-discovery, and with that has come a lot of new beginnings. The subtle side that really requires me to be mindful, aware, awake, has been new beginnings regarding my behavior. What I would like to gently invite y'all to do is to maybe just start to pay attention to your own experience and where your new beginnings are showing up. New year, all of us, everyone on the planet at this point has started on a new year, a new chapter. At least that's the way that I look at it. I had been thinking that 2024 was going to come to a close with challenges abounding up to the last minute, and it did. But I kind of had this idea that I was going to move into 2025 and it would be a little bit of a reprieve, a little bit of a break, sliding into the new year and not having challenges waiting for me right away. But that's not the way it was. 2024 went out like a lion, and 2025 came in like a lion. Nothing changed, obviously. One night does not make a difference. I like the concept, I suppose, of spinning around the sun for 365 days. That rotation is complete. And now we're starting a new rotation. But all of the other stuff is definitely still around. Came right into it with the stuff that was taking place in 2024. But what is different, largely because I'm willing to look at my growth, is that I'm having different reactions to situations that kind of used to baffle me. My behavior is different. I'll even go back and say maybe not new reactions, but I'm actually having new responses, which is a new beginning. I'll probably say new beginning way too many times. You'll be tired of it by the end. It's exciting to me. It's exciting to see my behavior changes and how I'm opening up to these new experiences with I'm not going to call it like a childlike wonder, but I am excited. I am aware that I used to behave and react to what life was throwing at me in a lot of different ways. It's gotten progressively better over the years. But what I've noticed this last few weeks is I feel like I've kind of skyrocketed into a fourth dimension of sorts where in one particular area, I'm reacting much differently. Not even really reacting, definitely responding much differently. This is in regards to, I won't call it dating because that's not what it is, but I have made it to a space where I'm much more available. I'll call it being available. I'm much more available and open-minded to the idea of possibly dating at some point. I've come a real long way with my comfort level and a real willingness to be open and vulnerable to what it means to kind of expose myself to the world of getting to know somebody. And I met somebody kind of the end of 2024, somebody that I liked, and I've lived in Wilmington now for a little while, and I have definitely met only a few people in my age bracket around my same area of recovery and self-discovery, in the ballpark somewhere anyway, someone who piqued my interest, and I found I was interested in getting to know them. Well, what ended up happening was this person expressed to me eventually, after a little bit of time, we hadn't really done anything together. We'd really just spent some time at a local event talking, and it was really wonderful. But then they expressed to me that they weren't ready for something romantic. I'm really amazed with myself that I didn't fall apart and crumble. Wasn't grasping on to the idea of, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. This has to be my person. That has happened in the past with a few different people. And ultimately, the universe has conspired with me in regards to those situations, and I dodged a few bullets. This situation, I was really able to see what a wonderful thing that person was doing for them and for me. What a healthy way to express themselves and to let me know what it is they were doing, to set a boundary and really have a respect for their own recovery process and where they wanted to go with it. My feelings were a little, I won't call them hurt. I was definitely a little disappointed. This person I'm definitely still interested in, but I'm guessing that the universe had different plans. Also different was not discounting the time that I got to spend with them. I really enjoyed myself. The event that we were at was really wonderful. And then we spent a little time at a local eatery, and they supported me at something I was doing one night also. What a wonderful place to be. And it's only taken me to getting to 53. To actually be able to not glom on to something. Who knows where this will go, if it'll go anywhere. But at the very least, what I'm aware of is I got to spend some time with somebody who interested me, who was interesting, who I think was interested in me and may still be interested in me. I don't know. But that being said, I have had a lot of peace around the way this experience has gone. Rather than feeling like there's something wrong with me, I'm not enough, something I did, whatever it is. I haven't done any of that for the most part. I'm still human. My brain is still a work in process. My thinking mind still likes to run away with me at times, but I'm not staying there. Now I'm just staying open to and continuing to move forward with Angie's life and what it's going to present to me. I have a lot of stuff on my plate. That's a very new beginning in this new phase of life that I'm in, and it's exciting. I went to hang out with some friends tonight, and I shared some information about myself. And this was once again a new beginning here in this community where I was able to really go into the situation with a very open mind and willingness to be myself. That feels pretty wonderful. Still growing in the area of being comfortable with authentic Angie, who might go against the grain of what some people think is right or wrong, or who might piss some people off with my perspective on the way life could be or should be lived, in my opinion. I can still be afraid of rejection and judgment and all of those things. But I found myself in a position tonight where I really just put it out. about who I am and what my thought process was in regards to a few different situations. And I got a really great response. It was really wonderful. And one person expressed to me how my share really resonated with them. And that's out of the, let's say, 50 people in the room. If it was only that one person, that's good with me. It sort of validated it's okay to be Angie. Be yourself. I was listening to one of my favorite songs, Audio Slave, Be Yourself. I love Chris Cornell. That song message is a really big deal to me. What a wonderful gift it is to be yourself, to be the being that whatever created, the universe, the force, the source, God, higher power, great spirit, whatever it is that created us here on this planet, to try and morph ourselves into something that we're not, just to belong to or be liked or get what we think it is that we need, and we won't get it if we actually are who we are. I say do the work to become you. It's a process. I know it's a process to become me, to peel away the facade that I used to try and present to others, the mask, take off the mask, the many masks that I've worn. As I will repeat again over and over, I'm a work in progress. Each day is a new beginning where if I wake up, I get to take another shot at this authentic life stuff. My life is really pretty fantastic. I don't say that in any kind of braggart way. It's filled with challenges. I've got plenty of experiences to navigate my way through. Life is happening as it is for all of us. And I will throw this out there. I definitely want to send out some good healing vibes to our fellow beings on planet Earth who happen to live in the California area. There's a lot of happenings going on right there. Some pretty painful and tragic stuff. And I send out prayers for peace and relief for sure, with an understanding that all those people are going through an experience. It's happening all over the world. Everybody is going through something. Everybody has a moment in front of them. And if I can, on my own daily existence, live in a space where not my desire, but maybe it is my desire. My desire is to do the work that puts me in a place where I can handle anything that shows up for me today, any experience. This life is very challenging, as we all know. Somebody's going through one thing. It's not about comparing, but it's about understanding that we all have our experiences, and not to minimize what another is going through or maximize at the same time. Understanding that we each have the opportunity to learn and grow through our time here on the planet. A new beginning. That's a new beginning for me to really embrace that. There was a time when the slogan, life on life's terms. I'm sure plenty out there have heard that slogan or are probably more familiar than they'd like to be with it. I hated that slogan. Who wants to live life on life's terms? Oh my goodness. I want what I want when I want it. I want what I want to happen, and I don't want what I don't want to happen. And that idea of preferences puts me in a place of suffering. Yeah, I listen to a lot of Michael Singer, and if anyone's interested, his podcast is great. It's recordings of his, I don't know if it's weekly lectures or whatever, but he's been talking so much lately about that heavy concept of life is suffering, and suffering is related to preference, really. If I have a preference over what I like and I don't like, I'm going to be suffering because a lot of what I don't like happens. How about liking everything or being okay with whatever comes my way? I don't necessarily have to like it, want to invite it back into my orbit again. But when it's happening. So I can learn from it. I can embrace it, move forward with it, and do the things that are required in order for me to get through the experience with a semblance of grace. So new beginnings also for me has been, I've been putting myself out into my community a bit more. That's important for me. I don't always like it, exposing myself to new people and possible judgment or rejection, all those common things. But it's really been wonderful. I was actually somewhere tonight And I was kind of sharing about how I had lived in Eagle, Colorado for a long time. And this person mentioned, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I just moved here from Eagle, or she hasn't been in the area here for too long and came from Eagle, lived in Eagle her whole life. I thought, oh my goodness, there are no coincidences. This person here is right where she's supposed to be, and I'm right where I'm supposed to be. It was wonderful. And that kind of stuff can't happen if I don't leave my bedroom. As much as I lovey my marshmallow, I have to get out and be a part of the community, or I will disappear. And the greatest way for me to be of service is to be out there. So I've been kind of spreading my wings here around Wilmington, checking out some different haunts that are healthy for me, getting out and reaching out to different people. That's all new beginning stuff for me. I love it. I mean, I can still do old things, put myself in old places, and have it be a new beginning by maybe looking at it differently. I'm actually heading to Florida here in a couple days. I'm going to PodFest. I have definitely shared about PodFest in the past. I've done a couple episodes on my PodFest experience. I'm very excited about it. New beginning is that I'll be going solo this time. In the past, I've met up with my friend Alex, and he is not going this time. So I'm really looking forward to being in it's not really a new place because I've been there, but to have a new experience, going differently. I'm excited. My travel schedule is kind of heavy. I come back and then I'm actually going to Colorado for a month. I'm going to work a little bit, but I also bought myself a ski pass or a snowboard pass. And I'm going to get a few weeks of play in, incorporating some sort of work idea as well. This is a new beginning for my work career. I don't really know what my work career is going to be, but I feel like it's going to involve travel and podcasting and music and life. Love some space travel as well. I recently bought a new computer, and my eBay business has been moving along swimmingly in the listing department anyway. I could definitely stand to be selling some more stuff. That's a new beginning for me on the work front. I've been trusting my decision-making skills and remembering that I'm not the person I used to be. I am a very different person. New beginnings, new ideas, new desires. I say that all with the fact that I still have no idea what I'm doing for the most part, what I'm supposed to be doing, where I'm going, but I do kind of know what I'm not supposed to be doing. And that too is exciting. I've sort of known that for a little while. I just wanted to get out a little bit of a motivating message and hopefully just maybe pique your interest in focusing a bit on your own new beginnings, as I've mentioned. What does it look like for you? Are you listening to some new books? I have listened to a few new books myself. I listened to a book at the suggestion of a friend called A Return to Love. It's tied in with the Course of Miracles, Course in Miracles, Course of Miracles. I will definitely include it in my show notes. This book, Return to Love, it's absolutely fantastic. And it really talks a lot about her experience with doing the Course in Miracles, and the miracle being a change in thinking. That is a miracle. When I can change my thinking, and I definitely don't do it on my own. I need some sort of higher power, force, source, call it God, whatever your perspective is on that. For me, I believe in something bigger than Angie, and I need a lot of help. So I'm very grateful to have a willingness to build this relationship with a power greater than myself, and it comes in many forms. It includes prayer, it includes talking to other people, it includes just putting it out to the universe and asking for direction of thinking, it includes meditation, the listening piece, the change of thinking. I can't do that on my own. I might change it for a minute, but to actually have a shift in thinking that helps me to make healthier decisions, it is a miracle. I'm re-listening to Michael Singer's, I actually already listened to it again, Living from a Place of Surrender, The Untethered Soul in Process. I think that's what it's called. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with the names of books. I'll also include that in my show notes. That's just been life-changing for me. I've listened to it probably 15 times at this point, and I have to listen to stuff over and over again in order to build some new neural pathways and get out of the old grooves of thinking and move into a new space. Life is exciting. It is a new year, 2025. I always say we're in the future. It's hard to believe. I graduated in 1989. Remember the 80s? The 80s were so great. The 90s were great. Here we are, 2025. 25 years past the millennium, or what was going to happen when we hit 2000. It's strange days. It's definitely strange days. There's a lot of stuff going on out in the world. I just want to continue to be open to new beginnings. It makes every day exciting. What's going to happen today? I have started contemplating the idea of staying around here for the summer, not going back to Colorado. This summer, we'll see what happens, doing something very different, maybe trying to get a different night job here. Some more forward movement. In what direction? I'm not exactly sure. But I do know that making this forward movement very much against my will, I really had to ask for a lot of help to do the things I didn't want to do when I moved here. I wanted to hold on to life the way it was, even though it was very painful and was not working in my favor. I didn't want to make the changes. I'm proof today that I don't know what's good for me, because I've definitely found that coming here and continuing to move forward has been the healthiest and sanest thing I ever could have done. It continues to show me that I don't know what's good for me necessarily, which means I don't know what's good for you. So I mind my own business more often than not, to the best of my ability. And I keep working on Ange and keep exposing myself to new literature and new ideas. I don't have to like them all. I can listen to something once and then never listen to it again. But the more I work on myself, the better I am for the world. I feel like it's the same for everyone. If you're out there suffering and struggling, I just invite you to do something different. What is it? Contrary action. When you don't want to go somewhere healthy, go somewhere healthy. When you don't want to call somebody, call somebody. I mean, I've been trying to do that, and it seems to be working. My life is pretty busy, it seems, these days. My money situation could be a little bit better. I really need to be putting money into the bank. I'm working on it. But I guess what's different within me is my thinking. I'm very aware that I'm not as worried, and I don't have the pit in my stomach that's telling me, oh my gosh, Ange, that is not what you're supposed to be doing. That's definitely not what you're supposed to be doing. Do something different. I really am getting this message that I am doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. At the very least, if that's just because, for goodness sake, I'm spinning around on a pile of dirt in the middle of the universe, who says we're supposed to be doing anything other than interacting with life, making the most of this incredible opportunity that we get to have an earthly experience. I walked out tonight, I looked up at the moon, the clouds are spinning around, and it's incredible. Get outside, look up at the moon, look up at the sun. Don't look at the sun maybe, but check out the universe. Check out what it is that we're living on. Be kind to your neighbors and remember that we're all very similar. We may feel different. We may want to exclude ourselves from one another or separate ourselves, but life is too short. I'll do my best to take care of me so that I can be a better person on the planet for you. And then maybe you'll do something similar. Let's all work on ourselves. And I feel like the planet will be a much happier place. That being said, here's to new beginnings, whatever it looks like for you. People are passing on. Our loved ones are transitioning on to the next great adventure. We're transitioning into new jobs. We're getting married. We're getting divorced. We're having kids. Kids are moving out, going off to college. There's so much stuff happening that many times throughout the day, we're having new beginnings. Every time I take a breath in, I breathe out. It's a new beginning. It can be really refreshing. That's what I'm sharing with you. Take it or leave it. Take what you liked, leave the rest. Maybe you don't like anything of what I'm saying. That's fine also. What I do know is that I like being on planet Earth for today. For as long as I'm here, I like to think that I'll stay open-minded to what it is that's being presented to me. And so far, my mind continues to be open. So here's to perhaps the same thing happening for you. If you're suffering or struggling, take a deep breath, close your eyes, breathe out, and have a new beginning. Happy New Year. Bye for now. So we've reached the end of today's episode. Thanks so very much for listening. It's now time to reconnect to planet Earth and all that comes with living on the blue ball. I'd love to hear your ideas for future episode topics, along with any and all positive and/or constructive feedback. Please feel free to contact me at ashysbadass@gmail.com. Thanks again for spending some time with me and allowing me to share myself with you. Until next time, please be gentle with yourselves, be kind to animals, and do all you can to allow your authentic selves to shine brightly.